This video is sponsored by Donner. Today we're going to be taking a look at their Versa Yellowfall 2 pedal. This is a delay and reverb pedal in one. Super nifty. In the box, we get some promotional things here, an instruction manual, a quick start guide, and the aforementioned pedal itself. As you can see, it's packaged very, very well. It arrives safely. You get some little rubber stopper feet things for the bottom of your pedal, I guess. And then obviously you have the pedal itself, a big yellow golden box of joy here. Lots of switches, lots of knobs. We'll take a closer look at it obviously as we get in here. Something really cool about this thing, stereo input, stereo outputs. So we'll try to explore that the best that we can as we get into the video. Here is the Versa Yellowfall 2 pedal. Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. Greatly appreciate you checking this out. My name's Jonathan. Welcome to my Pink Room of Doom. Today, we got another sponsored video by my great friends over at Donner. Today, we got the Versa Yellowfall 2. This is a big delay and reverb pedal that Donner has released not all that long ago. It is a big, shiny, yellow, golden box of wonderful goodness and joy. And we're going to be taking a look at it today and see if that's something that you guys might be interested in. But before we get into it, please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, the like button, all the good YouTube stuff, and make sure you check the links down there in the description for this product or any of the other fine Donner products that they make. And if you use the code Flamingo at checkout, you can grab yourself 15% off of your order. That's site-wide on anything, not just on this pedal, on anything. So make sure you check that out. Don't miss it. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at this pedal, shall we? I've actually not plugged this pedal in yet, so this is just first impressions straight out of the box. Pretty big advocate for reading your user manual, especially when you have something like this that's got a bunch of bells and whistles and switches and knobs and flicky things like that, right? All I can tell you right now to get a quick start is that this is a delay and reverb pedal combined. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it like tap tempo. You can store all of your settings in there. So if you have a specific delay setting or something like that or a specific tempo, you can store all that. You have 3 delays. You have an echo, a digital, and a vintage delay with the level and a time knob, which is right here. And then you switch between the different settings right there. On the other side, on the reverb, you have the hall, room, and plate with a level and a decay knob. So over here, this is your reverb side. Straight down the middle, you have your tone knob up here at the top. You have repeats right here in the middle. At the bottom row of the middle, you have this N1, 2, which we'll have to look into what that does in just a second here. And then you have this button right down here, which it says S, there's a line, and then T. So we'll have to look into what that does as well. But build quality, feels great, feels nice and sturdy. Something I forgot to mention here too, this is a stereo pedal. Stereo pedal. So if you look over here, you have 2 inputs, you have 2 outputs. That is really cool. So to me, this into like 1 amp over here, 1 amp over here, and kind of get like the 2 sounds of the different speakers and amps with the same delay setting. That is really, really cool. That opens a lot of possibilities for something like this on a pedal board, especially playing live or something like that. Or recording, really. I mean, this opens up a lot of possibilities. So this is all first impressions. Like I said, I don't know the full extent of it yet, but we're going to learn that together, of course, referencing our guides here. So superb build quality from what it feels like. It's a big metal box. You got a lot of options here, but not enough to give you option paralysis. You can store stuff, tap tempo, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and take a closer look, or rather a closer listen, to the Versa Yellowfall 2 pedal by Donner. Before we start playing, a quick 60 seconds. First off, yes, I'm in different clothes. It's a couple days later. Sorry. Second off, yes, I'm on camera audio. I know it probably doesn't sound the greatest. Sorry, that's how it has to be right now. Third, before I start playing, couple things. So you will see the settings. I have camera 2 up here facing down at the pedal. You'll see the settings as I tweak them and what you're hearing and all that kind of stuff to give you a more visual representation of that. I wanted to cover 2 things on the pedal very quickly that I didn't cover in the initial part of the video. So the N1, 2 little switch in between where you can select the different reverbs and delays, that basically is your preset bank, right? So N means there are no presets, you can move the knobs freely, all that kind of stuff. And then obviously 1 and 2, those are your different banks that you can save to. Speaking of saving your settings, that's what the S line T thing is. That's your tap tempo and your ability to save your presets. So if you press and hold the button down for 2 seconds, that will save your presets how you have them, and you can change it between the 1 and 2 and the N and all that kind of stuff, right? Or the 1 and 2, not the N. And then if you tap it like a tap tempo, like a metronome, you can change the amount of time or space in between your delay. And I don't know if it affects the reverb, but we'll find out here as we play. So just wanted to throw that out there. We're mic'd up in my Black Star HD5 with an SM57. I'm going to be using my Donner DST600. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. And let me stop talking and play this dang pedal. So just a couple final thoughts on the Versa Yellow Fall 2 pedal by Donner. Now that I've played it pretty thoroughly, I think I am blown away with this thing. It's a really, really cool pedal. It's very versatile. I mean, you can get all of the reverb or none of the reverb. I mean, even with it engaged, obviously you can turn it off, but I mean, man, it is so versatile. You can get all kind of different combinations. I obviously didn't run through all of the different delay and reverb combinations. I kind of just went top, middle, bottom for both of them and all that kind of stuff. But man, this is a really, really nice pedal to have on your pedal board. I mean, realistically, it'll cut down some of the size of your pedal board because you don't have to have a reverb and a delay separate pedal. Plus, you get the benefit of the stereo out and the stereo in, which I can't test because I don't have a way to do that right now. But I mean, I assure you that's probably just going to make this sound even more massive if you can hook that up correctly and utilize that. I'm very impressed with this. The fact that you can store your presets is really cool. The tap tempo on there is really cool. Again, you just tap that little flashing button right there. It's not flashing right now because it's not plugged in, but you get my point. I actually have a smaller version of the Yellow Fall pedal, which is just a delay pedal. It's on a pedal board that I have over there. I use that thing all the time. It's a great pedal, and I bought that one myself. This one was obviously provided to me, but this is a really nice option for you to have if you want to have a delay and a reverb, or if you just use one or the other. I mean, this is a great option. It's not going to break the bank. It's solidly built, so it'll last you a lifetime. It'll stand up to the rigors of touring. If you would like to do that, I think it's a great pedal. Donner knocked this one out of the park. So again, there's a link down there in the description. If you use the code Flamingo at checkout, you can take 15% off your order of something that's already priced pretty fairly, I believe. But everybody likes a little bit of money off of stuff. So there's the pedal. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you again, Donner, for continuing to support this channel and providing the Versa Yellow Fall 2 pedal for me to check out with you guys. So again, links are down there in the description. Please make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.